It's boy Zappa, King of the Giant Robots, and welcome back to Super Robot Wars 30. When previously we did some of that good old onboard grinding, and today I'm just not feeling the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed with the plot, because that is all we have left. Char invites the team to Antarctica, where all is promised to come to light. Finally, something happening at South Pole. The Quasters speak the truth. Now, I have been watching an associate of mine, All Dragon, play Robot Wars 30, but I've done a lot of specific evasion of his content. That way I don't spoil myself on what's actually going on. Now, here's another question. I wonder if the scales in the back are tipped based upon what you've actually chosen in your playthrough. I know certain decisions lead towards a certain ending, and that's what I've chosen. But if I were to make the other decisions, would those scales or the image be flipped? Because it's a pretty non-specific, left-right image, that it could just be flipped, and that's what it would be. I would love to know this. But I also don't know too many people that would go in 100% blind unless, well, except for the game on release and people plowing through the game in order to get the wiki data. I'd love to know. The time has come, Corleum. Magister, Masters, so you've reached the answer. Theirs is like any other civilization we've met before. After several thought experiments and rigorous debates, we have reached a conclusion. That is the way of the Quasters, pursuers of the ultimate truth. Corleum, you must thank those who have participated in our thought experiments and bring our warning to the survivors of ours. That is your duty as the new ruler of the planet. I understand. Then in the name of the Quasters, you must tell the Earthlings their future. This is the conclusion brought upon the people of Earth themselves. We are merely supporting it. Y'all are Quasters, seekers of this world. We're almost to Antarctica. Help us to finally clear up who the Quasters are and what their purpose is. Yeah. They have an extraterrestrial origin. Chief Tiger, Chief Akamatsu will also be present at the meeting. See. What's wrong, guy? You seem out of it. Mikoto, I know this isn't the best moment, but there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about for a long time. Now that you mention it, back in the Trinary Solar System, when you became Genesis Gygar, you said we'd have a long talk later on. And I did. And I want to have that talk now, Mikoto. Yes? Will you marry me? Yes. But come on, I know you well enough to know that's not all you want to talk about. Oh boy, you really know me too well, Mikoto. Of course I do. We've known each other for how long now? So, about marriage. Before the Trinary Solar System, they gave me a full medical exam. You remember? I remember how Swan and Papillon played around with you in the name of collecting evolutor samples. Truth is, I heard there was a genetic exam before we left. Apparently my evolutor genes are almost impossible to suppress. So they're extremely dominant? Long story short, my children will always be evolutors, without fail. But isn't that a good thing? Well, if humanity became evolutors, we'd have a lot less to fear from attacks like this. Yeah, that's true. But if I happen to have a trait that, say, makes me more vulnerable to genetic disorders, that would be inherited by all my descendants. Oh, right. We can't reliably screen for it. Also, in the distant future, there might be a conflict or discrimination between evolutors and normal humans. The ZEON armor was freed after 1 year war. Well, it would be that all over again. You've been worrying about all this by yourself all this time? You've also been thinking about it, haven't you? I have. Besides, I don't want to have children with anyone other than you, Mikoto. I mean, I'm semi-evoluted myself, cross between human and new machine species. Right, crossing our genes would mean the fusion of the G-Stone with the Z-Seed. And no one can predict what that might cause. So, we're not allowed to have children? This isn't whether we're allowed to have them or not. I personally think we shouldn't, but I don't want to choose for the both of us. That's why I want to talk to you about it. I feel the same way, Guy, and more than anything else, I want to be with you. I do want to marry you. Besides, we can't just have children, doesn't mean we can't be parents. That's right, we can adopt them. We know very well that blood alone doesn't make a family. Just like Mama or Ikumi. And when one day our kids ask, are you not a real mommy and daddy? We'll tell them. Of course we are. We just had you live differently. You got it. Guys, let's raise lots of kids. At least enough for a full baseball team. Good. Woman! No, I'd settle for a full soccer team. First, we have to ensure humanity has a future. We have to end the census war between the human Quasters and 000. We'll do it, Mikoto. We'll keep fighting for everyone out there. Yes, together we can overcome any hardship. Judgment. Huh. Do we get 5 votes or just the 4? Okay. Exclude the NSX, which is guarding the perimeter. Each ship is arrived to the point designated by Karuleum. Why would the Quasar summon XXXDT? I imagine it will reveal the results of their testing of humanity. Or maybe it's a declaration of war. That is one of the possibilities we're expecting. Either way, we should finally be able to find out who these people actually are. Quasters are coming! Welcome to these frozen lands, XXXDT. Spare us the pleasantries, Karuleum. I was simply trying to greet you the Earth way. Would you allow me inside your ship? This is a rare occasion, after all. Very well, it may be to understand each other better if we talk face to face. A sensible answer, Mitsuba. I trust they were your own words. What's that supposed to mean? I can see my remark was unwarranted. I'll be there shortly. Yeah, guys, machine we're toward Hangar 1. If they're willing to fight, we'll enter in spades. Yes, ma'am. But have the mobile team stand by on the other ships just in case. Make it so, XL. Have a few Derek Quasters. I'm ready to take you all on. Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Hove. H to the OV. I'm here to move snowflakes by the OZ. I'm Karuleum Vaul, Action Commander of the Quasters. First of all, I must apologize for coming here without bringing a present. This is extremely rude of me. There's no heart in your apology. You didn't get what the captain told you at all, did you? I see, you must be Azu. I sense some sweetness behind those bitter words. You are worthy of standing before your future king. Did you not call yourself our king? That just feels wrong. Alas, that was not my own decision. So that's Karuleum Vaul. Just like we thought, he doesn't look like an Earthling. He's so hot, my eyes are gonna burn if I stare too much. Hard to describe. An Earthling? Karuleum? There's no need to serve me tea and biscuits. This is enough hospitality for the time being. Aren't you a little too cheerful? I might be. You see, I've been looking forward to this day. It's about how I've longed to see you. You stay away from the captain. You lay one finger on her and I'll shoot you where you stand. Alright, Azu. Caroline, I want to know the reason you called us here. Okay, so I've switched back to camera because as much as I just kind of didn't feel being on camera today, it occurred to me that this is a very important plot episode. And of my badges is missing. So that's gonna nag at me for a little bit before I go put one on. I'm sure I said it somewhere innocuous. It could still be attached to a shirt that I wore that day. Matter of fact, I think it is. I'm gonna have to let that mind goblin nag at me for a minute. Let's get back to this. Right, okay. As you know, we Quasars have asked you several questions during our previous interaction. You should know that it was an experiment. We are testing you Earthlings, and we now have reached a conclusion to which I'm here to present. Conclusion, you say? You're free to do your own experiments, but why do you need to let us know the results? We, the Quasars, are pursuers of the ultimate truth. And according to the conclusion we reached, in other words, according to the truth, we hand down judgment upon a civilization. Your judgment? First you're the king, now you're the judge. Who the fuck do you think you are? You fancied yourselves gods? It would be within our rights, after all. You annihilated the divine civilization, Aus? Exactly. I had a sneaking suspicion that was the case. So it's true then, Aus was destroyed by the Quasars. And how much do you know about Aus exactly? We know they're a highly advanced civilization who brought Earth's power to oppose the Quasars. And their headquarters is the same sunspace where the legacy of Aus is resting. That's all. Well, that explains a very great deal. What do you mean? If you knew the truth about Aus, you'd see us, their destroyers, in a different light. Aus, the self-proclaimed divine civilization. She and hers were the scourge of the universe, acting self-righteously in the name of God. Say what? They were one of the oldest civilizations in the universe. They would often bestow intelligence to the native inhabitants of various planets. Hey, isn't that just like the Wool Guru? Now I get what Lilith meant. It's the divine civilization of the Wool Guru, the hand of God, or is it connected to a godly presence? But it seems like God was just how they rationalized the idea of beings from other planets who brought their progress and evolution. When one of the races they knew to develop the civilization that did not satisfy their requirements, they would erase that civilization. As their creators, they claim to be taking responsibility for their own failure, you see. That's just cruel! I see now. That's certainly the height of arrogance. The Quasars is one of many civilizations that incurred the wrath of Aus, becoming a target of their purge. But our ancestors fought back in the name of freedom and justice, and in the end, the target of destruction became the destroyer. That's right, we brought freedom and justice back to the universe. How dare you? Is she more adorned than last time? I don't remember the headpiece or the neckpiece. Miss Orchidacia. Orchidacia. She must want to convert the Quasars, her killers, directly. Oh my, what a surprise! If it isn't Lady Orchidacia, a survivor of the divine civilization Aus. Yes, you're quite famous, the lone woman who kept opposing us hundreds of Earth years after Aus's end. Looks like you've chosen the Earthens as your new tools for revenge. I only want to restore order to the universe. Order? Aus has no right to utter that word. You would punish in the name of God those who did not meet your standards. There was no order in what you considered peace. That's because you failed to understand. Without someone to lead them, every living creature in the universe is doomed to chaos. Oh, fear not. As long as we Quasars exist, that will never happen. We'll make sure of it. Who gave you the right? It seems you have yet to realize where exactly you stand, Orchidacia. Whatever divinity you might have had was lost the moment you were defeated by your creation. In slaying the gods, we have become new gods, a simple natural progression. Unlike you lot, we are not ruled by arrogance or self-righteousness. Past our judgment only through the repeated experiments and debates. This is how we reach the truth. Silence, you swine! You dare talk back to your creators! You're looking real bad to everybody on the boat right now. I like where this is going. So confident even all by yourself. Or maybe that's just the arrogance of someone who yet fails to realize the truth. Heed me, Orchidacia. We, the pursuers of the truth, will protect order in the universe in place of the Aus. Silence. Silence, silence, silence! Be silent! Jin, stand down, bruh. Miss Orchidacia, maybe you should calm down. What are you doing? This conversation is clearly meaningless. Kill him already. Send his mauled corpse back to them. That will teach them to defy us. Can't do that. Attacking those who requested dialogue can only worsen the situation. I wasn't asking, Earthling. I was ordering. Lady, I think you got some wires crossed. We are not your servants. Looks like there was some truth to what L-Gaim told us. You wretched Earth spawn. Very well. This feeling, like the other times, I felt like I was losing myself. Go now, my slaves. Slaughter the Quasars. Your wish is my command. All is the will of Aus. The will of Aus. What's going on? I'm not sure, but I think she's sending orders directly to our brains. Well, now, I'm impressed by your force of will, Azu. You're actually resisting Aus' obedience gene without any assistance. When we first clashed, I realized you were Aus's vanguard, but I never imagined you'd be able to reject her influence. L-Gaim, what is an obedience gene? All with a bit of genetic information that Aus would bury within their chosen species before bestowing them with intelligence. Aus would then exert her influence over those genes with the psychic system called subjugation wave, ensuring absolute obedience of their subjects. My head feels like it's splitting. No, someone's entering my head. Damn it, I'm losing myself. I'll stop being me. Hang in there, guys. You have to stay strong. Was Daba resisting because he's not from Earth, or it just hadn't hit him as hard yet? Why do you resist, Azu Klaus? I've always been fighting to protect my freedom. I'm going to keep doing so. My heart belongs to me and no one else. What? How? Orchidacia, I'm the only one who can choose how I live my life. I'm not going to give up my future to you. Your future? The subjugation waves are weakening. She must have been overwhelmed by Azur's spirit. He shouldn't be affected at all. Still, or you. All is the will of House. All is the will of House. I'm not surprised it won't work on aliens like myself or Mamoru. But why can't Solus break free of her control? I think the only people under control are officers from the Military Academy 30. What? But what? Where is Mitsuba? Mitsuba, take lead of my servants and slaughter the Quaestors! As you command, Mistress Orskidacia. Uh-oh. Good girl. The time I spent nurturing you was worth it. Nurtured? You never noticed. She's been under my control from the start. What? All went exactly as Spikes and I planned. In order to control you as a group, I would occasionally manipulate Mitsuba's consciousness to direct her. Are you saying that the captain was your puppet? Your wild instinct still smells something off about Captain Mitsuba, Shinobu. Must have been Orchidesia's influence on her I was sensing. Deep down, you were aware of this Azur Zenkos. That's why you felt compelled to be close to her. Because the power you were gifted me was there so you could surface Alice's vanguard. That's what Commodore Fikes meant by being gifted. Yes, you were fated to be my servant from the moment you were born. Me, the captain, everyone, you've been dancing to Alice's tune all along? Ah, but you're repulsive, Orchidacia. This very arrogance is the reason you were destroyed long ago. Enough! If you won't leave this place alive, Quaestors! If you force my hand, I will activate the Kalashkirian orbit and have it fire on Anetrika. Bitch, what? Hell, she made Commander Mitsuba keep the Kalashkiri intact just for this? All hands contact Caroline. Do not let him escape. I have a dream to lead this plan down the right path. I feel I can't let you kill me. What do we do, Captain Bright? You absolutely can't ignore this. Whoa! The drawstring is starting to move. This vessel is already under my control. Those who not follow the will of House must be eliminated. That is why this vessel was created. All hands fall back. Prioritize your own safety. So you won't obey me? Then you'll get what you deserve. Orchidacia, how could you? Just play out. Status report. All members have been retrieved by other ships. The only people left on the dry ship are those under Orchidacia's control. No response from the dry ship. Since we decided the ship is unclear. Carvalame is still on the dry trigger as well. Quaesta's incoming. They've never deployed such formation before. In other words, they're serious this time. Get ready to return fire all ships. Employ mobile teams. Oh, I get 8 more. 18, damn, son. That's a number. Sorry, Izuru. Damn it, how are we supposed to take out a whole army without the dry stringer? We'll figure it out. Dry stringer's not gonna fix itself, but we gotta make it through this. You alright, Azu? The quasters are getting serious. I can't let a little headache slow me down. Besides, I can't leave the dry stringer like that. Come on, Azu! First we'll make it through this and we'll get the dry stringer back from Orchidacia. Right, we got to the captain and the whole crew. Most priorities, intercept the quasters. All units, commence the attack. In the end, we never got to hear the conclusion Carolea mentioned. Might become apparent during this confrontation. Yep. Orcsula's song has a chain of command ability which raises the hit rate of allied units. What? It is not appearing on... Do we get supporters? I actually meant to turn that on.
Kaiserの光が未来を照らす。ファイヤーブラスター。この排入ガンダムで突破してみせる。こいつで
Any of y'all have here kinda that. There we go. You don't lose out on a turn. Again, didn't need to leave.
次の指示をど。
ガオガイガーのパワーを見せてやるぜ。
Alright, time to boat up. Nice. To my power, something else gave me. Looking back, it was no coincidence I ended up in that huck bind. It's my decision to keep fighting. I'm not gonna let her take credit for that.
この力、自分で決めたことに使う。これを使うしかない。敵の足は止まった。 すごい力。
AI の動きなんてのは丸分かりなんだよ。確実に仕留める。ここまで想定通り。落ちやがれ。ざっとこんなもんだ。
くだらない問答もここまでだ。クエスターズ超変幻変幻。うわー、まだだ。変幻、こいつでとどめだ。あばよ変幻。
お前たちに問う。科学とは何だ。
What is science?
なかなかのスピードだ。 足を止めるからだ。
データ採取はこの辺で。奴の動きが止まった。今なら行くぜ。ある時は超音速前、そしてまたある時はアニマルロボット。その実態は、それがお前を倒す者の名だ。カゲロウ、これがお前のくれた力だ。
なぜだ、なぜなのだ。
なぜなれなれしこ。Nice.
今できることをする。
じゃあ私はダマの応援。
バスターランチャーエネルギーイン。そこ。てめえの相手はコンバトラー V がしてやるぜ。ビッグブラスト。
Random spike. Surely there's a limit.
僕とイカルガは一心同体、絶好調です。ソーデッドカノン最大出力発射。
Alright, how many of these do I have to wipe out for next week? There's a lot over there. Are there any shapes? There are no shapes. There it is. Great Scott, are you seeing this? Someone's hijacked communication network with the entire solar system. What did you say? Incoming transmission, all lines. People of the planet Earth, we are the Quasars, pursuers of the ultimate truth. We have recently subjected you to various tests with the aim of examining you from different perspectives. We have finally reached a conclusion. I've arranged this forum to allow every single one of you to listen to our judgment. That is, to the truth. What I'm about to say is the utmost importance for the future of your civilization, so listen carefully and take it to heart. The truth that we, the Quasars, have reached is that you Earthlings are unworthy of existing. I've been evaluating the balancing scale of truth. On the right side, humanity's foolishness. On the left, its danger. And I kept choosing to the left because there's an uneven number of questions. There is no balance. You don't ask a balanced amount of questions. But I think your elimination comes no matter what, because you answer to the left, we're too dangerous to exist. We answer to the right, we're too stupid to exist. But let's see how it plays out. In the end, the scales were tipped to the left, proving how humanity has proven how dangerous it is. By left to your own devices, you would eventually become a threat to other civilizations. For the sake of universal order, we, the Quasars, have decided to annihilate humanity. This is a declaration of war from Earth's new king, Karaleum Wall, Maul. I imagine you will disagree with our decision, but allow me to reiterate. You, humanity, have brought this upon yourselves. We are not gods, thus we only examine the facts, draw a logical conclusion, and act accordingly. I hope that you follow reason and peacefully accept your fate. Say, may you make the most of the little time. You have no chance to survive, make your time. Ha ha ha. They're going to annihilate humanity? So that's your answer, Quasars. How much better than us do these bastards think they are? The ultimate truth, my whole ass. They're doing whatever they want. But we won't obey. You lack the wit to accept the wisdom handed down by the Magister? Still, now humanity will be forced to think about its future. Caroline, you've given us your answer, and now we will too. We're gonna fight back with everything we have. And still you choose to resist. Your inability to accept the inevitable is beyond my Your whole civilization is based on doing the same fucking thing right now. You decided, oh, God, no, fuck you, we're gonna resist. And then you say, oh, no, you're bad. And we're like, oh, hey, Quasters, fuck you, we're gonna exist. The vicious cycle of war and super robots. But there's nothing, this time there's nothing you can do. The dry stringer, your best asset, is in that pitiful state. If you think to be under Orchidasia's control for much longer, you're dead wrong. Captain, please open your eyes. Yeah, her eyes are like voided out. Exo, Leon, Maybe, Miyu, Irene, Aces, Jaco, and Crown are rockin'. Please remember your will to fight. Isn't that the duty of the crew of the Dry Stringer? Asu? Oh. It seems Mitsuba's subjugation is wavering. Was it Azu's words, or was it his powerful will? Bad gender flag. Silence, Quasters, your time is coming! Which you think is all the more statement that, in the context of text, since it's more than once that it said his or him, Edge is supposed to be the main character. Now go tear that pig limb from limb! No, I don't want to... What is the meaning of this? Why aren't you obeying me? Well, it seems she was able to reach more than just Mitsuba. Azu Cyclops, why are you still fighting them? You have the gift, do you not? You certainly never bore me. Silence! Shut up, Quasters! I do pity you, Orchidacia, still clinging to glory long gone. I just have to intensify the subjugation wave, then nobody can resist, not even those with recessive obedience genes. Yes, every single Earthling will become my soldier! That's quite enough, Orchidacia. Oh, you! Sorry, your revengeance here. What is this? Huh? What was I? How is this possible? They should be under my control. Oh, I've been working on a device that negates the subjugation wave on the side. Looks like I've been shutting up in the nick of time. You what? Simply put, it's an application of Psycom UTech. It replicates the psycho waves of someone with a strong resistance to your subjugation waves. Specifically, the psycho waves of the one person who carries the obedience gene but it will never submit to you. Azu Senklaus. And due to its effectiveness, you can see for yourself. Drystrigger's crew is no longer under your control. How? How are you acting of your own accord, maybe, Hawkins? You're supposed to be under my full control like Mitsuba. Simple! I thought this might happen, so I prepared accordingly. I'm a psycho! Okay, I'll be honest. I was saved by the Dry Stringers, ace in the hole. What? Orchidacia, both you and the Quasters have greatly underestimated us Earthlings. We're taking back the Dry Stringer and everything we hold dear. What is this? Time you went back to sleep in the deepest recesses of Dry Stringer systems. No, you can't do this to me. I'm Orchidacia, the Divine Civilization Aus. Thank you for the power you've granted us, but from now on we'll be protecting our own planets of our own accord from now on. Ah! Caroleum, you escaped! This is Lieutenant Reynold Honda, the Dry Stringer. We broke free Orchidacia's influence and recovered control of the ship. XO? You owe this victory to our XO. We may have been dancing to Orchidacia's tune. We may have been dancing to Orchidacia's tune, but in the end, she was dancing to XO's headspace. Oh, really? I've been preparing for this very day. We don't need to fight Oust any longer. We will now fight by our own free will. What happened to Orchidacia? She's still deep within the ship system. She will not be getting out of there anytime soon. Does your foolishness have no end, Earthlings? How do you plan on fighting us without Alice's favor? Are we truly the fools here, Carleum? Do you really not see that you're contradicting yourselves? You have rebuked Oust for their arrogance in the past, and yet you now follow them in their footsteps. You're wrong. We're nothing like those she and hers. The fact that you must be annihilated is the truth. We have reached this after series of tests and debates. You're arrogantly pushing a choice you made by yourselves onto us. Yeah, we would never agree to that. Sure, there are a lot of bad people out there, but there's also plenty of good people. Can't lump them all together and race them because you feel like it. That is the answer reached by the Magists and the Mist and the Masters. In other words, that is the ultimate truth. I'm gonna be honest, Carleum, you'll never be a king. Excuse me? At the end of the day, you're only doing this whatever this Magister person tells you to do. What's kingly about blindly following someone else's orders without thinking for yourself? I'm blindly following someone else's orders? Wake up, Carleum! You're a puppet, and the Magister's pulling your strings. Azu, I won't allow you to be searched or questions any further. Oh, looks like you're speaking for yourself for once. I like you better this way. Come on, Carleum, let's settle this. No, not this time. You running away? Triple XDT, you're going to realize how powerless you are without Alice's favor. But rest assured, even after your fall, we will still be there. He kept up the pleasant gentleman after even on his way out? Something about what he said bothers me. The new enemy is coming? What does it go? The dimensional source is caused by the 4 pillars of light gathering here in Antarctica. What does that mean exactly? The dimensional boundaries of this area are going to collapse. And from that rift will come... Run away. I heard a voice in my head. Run away. Hurry. I think it's a girl? It's the limpet channel! And this voice belongs to... It's Sakura! This is Sakura's will, I'm sure of it! It's reaching out to us from the wormhole. It's coming. Crossing the wormhole to come here to Antarctica? It's coming. The Conqueror King. Now Conqueror King Genesik. I thought the Conqueror King was sealed in Jupiter. Why is it showing up on Earth? By crossing a wormhole, time and space lose all meaning. And since dimensional boundaries are pretty brittle here, it just needs a little push, huh? What does it want? The annihilation of all intelligent life, just like we wanted when we were at Thralls. So our final battle will take place in Antarctica. Sir? Look, Zero was advanced alongside the Conqueror King at Jupiter. And Oki, and Weird Sakura through the Limpet Channel! Yeah, Sakura must be inside the Conqueror King. The hell? This is the worst case scenario. Even so, we have to fight. If we don't stop it, it'll destroy humanity. But Guy... Don't get me wrong, we're going to defeat the Conqueror King and save Sakura. We can't do one without the other. Now we're talking. Never give up, no matter the hardship. That's how a brave fights. Captain, draw your guns ready for combat. Please take command. Captain? Captain, you should fall back and let the XL handle the rest. Asu. But if you think you can do something, then do it the best way you can. That's what you taught me. That's the way you are. Where I am. Determination that I will never yield. All units prepare for battle! Captain? Aye aye, Captain. All hands prepare for battle! My guy voice doesn't have enough courage? Well, consider how deep and grumbly I have to get for several characters. It's not time for courage yet. Courage will be coming. We're going to conquer King Genesis with everything we have. Concurrently, we'll rescue Sakura Akamatsu, who's presumed to be inside of it. Copy that, Captain Mitsuma. Come on, guys, let's show the Quasters and Orchidacia what we can do. Yeah, go humans, go! Get in there, Sakura, we're coming for you. Come on, conquering King Genesis. It's time we finish this once and for all. Except for that part where you are stuck. What the hell is the Conqueror King Genesis? Well, it's that. Thank you for the view count.
十蔵大作千鶴小助準備はいいな。はいツインランサーとらぶった切るこれで決まりだ。ひろきサポート頼むぜ。
任せてケイちゃん。You have control.
I have control! こ
宙の摂理なんかのために滅ぼされてたまるものですか。
You have control!
I have control! 行こう覚醒時 V2。
この排入ガンダムで突破してみせる。行けフィンファンネル。これで決める。たるものか。
Oh, that King Armor, that Kingdom Conquer straws for you. This thing ain't no pushover. Take us all down in a single hit if we're not careful. That's what makes it fun. It's the ultimate thrill. Triple XCT, don't worry about Sakura. Just give it everything you have. Chief Akamatsu. Been hearing that because you were trying to save Sakura. I couldn't. Raise your head, Chief Akamatsu. As a father, you're the last person who should be crying right now. But look at them. There is not a single soul out there who has given up. Please have faith in us, Chief Akamatsu. We're gonna save Sakura and beat the Conqueror King. We swear. That's the Triple X GT, Triple X. That's the Triple G way and the Triple X DT way. Everyone, please save my Sakura! Dim's the words you're waiting for! Don't worry, Chief. We're gonna save her without fail! It's just me and this thing's stronger than it was back on Jupiter. The G-Summon must be reacting to Sakura's bravery. Then why is Triple Zero bent on destroying humanity? Does it hate us that much? No, that's not the case. It doesn't hate anything. In fact, it's not thinking at all. Correct. Triple Zero is a natural phenomenon, so to speak. Think of it as a hurricane, a cosmic scale one at that. Back when we were the Conqueror's Souls, we never felt any hatred for mankind. We're only driven by a single thought. We should not go against cosmic law. But we humans always fight back against natural disasters that threaten our existence since the dawn of time. This is no different. You are correct, children of man. Booyah! I knew better men would come to save us! Like you, we also inhabit this planet. Today, Somnium and man stand together against the aura of dawn. Yeah, this is the fate of every living creature. Let's fight together, Somnium! Give it everything you have! Warriors, this is the time for bravery! Roger! Don't hold anything back. If we lose here, it's literally the end of the universe, so fire yourselves up! If anything's in it today, it's not gonna be our universe, it's gonna be you, Conqueror King! We work together, something we cannot overcome! We're gonna beat you, rescue Sakura, and save the entire universe! I have control! Oh. For now, welcome to my control. Lamia. Fighter Spirit level 3, morale on attack, morale on defense, morale limit, break level 3, SP recovery. Bullseye receive, resolve, axial drive. Lamia got graffiti soul. Rate ace at 110 with 150 morale, 5 SP to main pilots of allied units within 10 spaces at the start of your own phase. Psycho Gorge. Psycho Gravity, Psycho. You heal a bit. Immobile. Oh, I should have watched. I don't want to hit it too hard. Okay, good. We'll watch it this time.
そこね。四神合一、一位精神。必要なのは折れない剣じゃない。折れない心。友好王が最終奥義。竜王破雑剣。激輪だ。
こちらの
これぐらい平気です。
Hold on, Sakura, we're coming for you! We'll definitely save you, so hang in there. Just a little longer. Get your butt ready for a whooping, Conqueror King! You don't kidnap my friend and threaten my universe without punishment!
さくら、待ってて。今助けてあげる。ブレイクシンセサイズ G セットダブルシナプス弾撃。はあ、寂しくなかったよ、ジンスさん。こちらのファンに
Still more hell in heaven. Fine then. Conqueror King! We're taking Gallium back! We're gonna rescue Sakura! We'll protect our universe and our future!
必ず救い出すさくら。システムチェンジ。ダブルハンマーコネクター。ゴルディオンダブルハンマークラッカーモード。こんなものじゃないはずだ。破壊よ。
This has all been the first turn. Oh, cool. The decisive battle against the Aura of Dawn. Sarah, I will require your powers. Very well. Take heed, the true goal of Insomnium lies beyond this battle. Oh, I have some recovering.
なぜ破壊王ともあろう者が破壊王我らが魂魄をとしてお前を撃砕する。本日の共同陰武器で押しつぶす。
24. Potential has kicked in. Time to talk shit. Generic melee.
どんなやつだろうと引く気はないぜ。極限まで高視力を燃やす。ファイナルカイザープレイフルパワーだ。ギャー
こちらの
とりあえずは一安心ってとこか。俺もやるぜコウジさん。超エネルギー発動。超エネルギースピン。
Okay. Why is your move range shit?
しだお前の出番だ待っていたぜデビルは死んだマジンカイザー
You know what I never did this entire map? Go Char.
マジンカイザー
Anyway, back to this.
人なる者よ、我らと共に滅するのだ、破壊の王を。シャー。ソキウスの道開く。この次元宇宙彼方へ去れ。
Devoured by an animus flower.
まだまだ一気に決めてやるぜディバイディングドライバー行くぞ
私もそこに
ガイオお前なんか怖くねえぞブレイクシンセサイズ G セットダブルシナプス大敵
That potential is really starting to wear on me. No, not enough. Damn, bro. Now, in previous games, that would count. So long as the necessary character initiated it, it didn't matter if support got the kill or not. Another battle lies ahead of this one. My battle against the better men. Still, I won't back down. I'm going to keep fighting for humanity's sake. For my sake and for the future.
お前に見せてやる全てを超える力俺の勇気を システムチェンジダブルハンマーコネクターゴルディオンダブルハンマークラッカーモー
獅子王に続く私もそこに獅子の結末
こんなものじゃないはずだ破壊よ
へっあとは任せな勝負どころだ一気に決めようぜお前たちの命俺が預かるはあ断空神剣で
さようなら
We did it! Mamadou, Ikumi, Renee, we need to do this together! Got it! Hello! And heaven! Gimme Giru Gankop Gufo! Data! Sakura is safe! Well done, brave ones! Sakura! It's finally over, Kai! Conquer King Genestic has been defeated. The threat of Triple Zero is no more. Shame about Genestic, though. Oh, I really want to see Guy fight Genestic, Gaigar! Don't worry, we extracted GS rights to damage from the explosion was relatively small. So, Genestic Gaigar can be revived? I think so. Bring Genestic and Miss Sakura aboard the Triple G division ship. Start considering ways to restore Genestic Gaigar. We all look forward to the return of the strongest king of braves. Galleon, once again we fight together. Past and present, my battle continues alongside the two Galleons. Now then. Hold on, Better Man Lamia! Conquer Thralls are defeated. Shouldn't this bring it into your own battle as well? No, not yet. Source of evil. Somnium had no future as long as you exist. Whoa, hold on a minute, what's that supposed to mean? Is the source of evil Guy? Are the Better Man Guy gonna fight? Would you say the same even if I decided not to have any offspring? Huh? If Mikoto and I were to have children, they'd be able learners too. This fact could become the seed of conflict down the line then. That is a choice we expected you to make. However, we are still fated to be in conflict. See. In that case, I accept your challenge, Better Man Lamia. Even if you get stand against the Conqueror King, I will not lose to you. That day will soon come, Evoluter Guy. Guy? About what Lamia said? And about your children? Sorry to worry you like this. You've heard correctly. If Mikoto and I want to live on, we must fight the Better Men. For her sake, I will not accept defeat, Lamia. Captain Mitsuba, Commodore Fikes is inbound. Would I be correct to assume this was all part of the Commodore's plan, XL? Yes, ma'am. If you need further details, please ask him directly. I think I will. We need to be as ready as we can be for the challenge that humanity is about to face. In short, this is all part of an elaborate plan of yours, Commodore Fikes. I won't make any excuses. In fact, I will also acknowledge that I deliberately used all of you to ensure its realization. Would you mind telling us how this all started? Of course, it was 8 years ago when we covered the shit that became the base of the Dreistrager. That was when Orchidacia, survivor of the Divine Citizen Aus, made contact with me, the man in charge of the operation. It didn't take long for her to bring me under her control to go to the obedience gene. The subjugation waves? As you know, the obedience gene's receptors varies widely between individuals. Of course, Orchidacia was aware of this fact, thus to make sure we fall under her control, she emitted subjugation waves at their full output. As a result, with the exception of myself, all the people present first lost their minds and then their lives. What? That means had Orchidacia listened to full power, you might have shared their fate. As I was the only survivor, Orchidacia decided to make use of me to increase the number of her useful pawns. To ensure my own safety, she reduced the intensity of subjugation waves. After about 3 years, I was finally able to break free from her control. That sounds easy when you put it that way, but you can't just wish the waves off. You must have done something borderline crazy to accomplish that. I can't deny that. In order to reject her domination, one requires a very strong will. It resort to a very primitive method to accomplish that. I found that I could keep my free will through physical pain. Pain? Method full of risk. You could have easily lost your life. I had no other choice. That was either that or remain under her control. Now that I can say I won that bet, I was able to feign loyalty while preparing my counter move. At the same time, I started gathering those who had woken with special powers of Oust as per her instructions. That must have been the lab we were in, Organization A. Now I see what we were doing there. Military Academy 30 was part of the plan as well. Well, slow down. You telling us we were involved in this all too, Commodore? That's exactly what I'm telling you. The Academy is a gathering ground for individuals with particularly receptive obedience genes. In other words, those who would become the perfect pawns in the hands of Orchidacia. Then the original crew that died in action. That was a false report I created. You intended to be the crew of the Dreistrager from the very beginning. I can't believe this. You were so frantic back then because we thought there was an emergency. And you told us the truth, we might have prepared better. I said I deliberately used you. You listen, if somebody were to die, or would completely follow Orchidacia's rule, those would have been acceptable losses, as long as Dreistrager could be a weapon capable of protecting humanity. That's all that mattered to me. For the love of... do our allies have any worth to you? I must repeat myself, I'm not trying to make any excuses. Feel free to hate me. If you want off the ship now that Orchidacia is contained, I'll get the paperwork. I understand that you're upset, but I suggest listening to the good Commodore a little longer. Were you aware of his plans, Chief Mavie? I had an inkling. You don't really let a bunch of rookies fresh out of school crew a secret military weapon, you know? So I started looking into a common trait shared by the initial crew. That is, the Military Academy 30 graduates. And when I found we all shared certain genetic traits, the obedience gene, my theory was confirmed the moment I found out that Azu carried the same gene. A runaway girl that happened to share the same genetic trait was put in charge of another secret weapon. I was sure that was the key to the mystery. But I couldn't investigate any further using equipment aboard the Dreistrager. Risk of being intercepted or monitored was too high, so every time we docked somewhere, I'd get off the ship and continue my work elsewhere, in secret. Well, until the XO noticed, that is. I'm guessing the XO was your spy, Commodore Fikes? Not quite. He was my ace in the hole. Officially, he was there to provide support for the inexperienced crew of the Dreistrager. But in truth, I chose him for his genetic trait. His obedience gene was one of the least receptive ever recorded. I honestly didn't know about the plan. I was only trying to support you from behind the scenes. One of my duties consisted of observing your behavior and reporting to the Commodore. He told us to monitor your mental health. Incidentally, the Commodore suggested that there might be a spy aboard the ship, and that I should only ever make my reports off-board. Thanks to his report, I was able to bring Navy Hawkins into my plan. With that said, I only figured out a way to deal with Oust after the Pillar of the Andes. Anything longer than that, and I would have had my own share of bad time. He maybe almost fell under control at one point, but I was able to treat her in secret. At the time, we were already setting up a countermeasure for subjugation waves, you see. After that, I pretended to be under Orchidace's control. I have to say, fooling her was quite the thrill. Then the XO and I worked together to finalize the anti-subjugation wave device. Even so, had the timing not been perfect, Orchidace would have unleashed her waves at full power, and everybody most likely would have died. That's why I couldn't reveal any of this. Forgive us for keeping this from you, Captain. You made the right call, XO. Thank you all for your hard work you've been doing for us. Honestly, I'm amazed, XO. The bumbling fool act was just to trick Orchidacia, huh? That was so believable. Oh, no, that's just normal, Reynolds. The act so convincing requires a level of craftiness that he simply lacks. That's sort of compliments, maybe. If there's anyone else that you should think, that would be Azu. Mm-hmm. That's right. Orchidacea's obsession with you gave us the opening we needed. Without you, I wouldn't have been able to activate the anti-subjugation wave system. Dang, Azu, you're surprisingly awesome. More than just a random runaway. That's no surprise. I always knew she was awesome. I have no idea what I was doing. It was as if I was in a trance. But Orchidacea said... Forget what she said. There's no point to any of it. Chief Baby, what is Orchidacea's status? All green. She's still bound to 5-2 security, locked deep within our systems. She won't be able to do anything. Dasher can be operated through the subsystems we prepared beforehand. Good. To me, this feels like the end of a major chapter in my life. Commodore Fikes? Don't have anything else to add. Do you have any questions? What should we be doing moving forward? Now that the Quasars have tipped our hand, we should answer accordingly. Don't forget the Quasars are not our only enemies. Expecting every other organization out there to start making their own preparations. But with Orchidacea gone, is there a point to us being on the dry Strager? As mentioned earlier, if you want to transfer away, I'll make it happen. Please stop treating us like puppets dancing in your play. Oh. Maybe it's true we're all aboard the dry Strager as part of your plan that Orchidacea laid out. But that's not the reason we've been risking our lives all this time. We've been doing it because we believe in our cause. He's right. I'm going to keep fighting because I want to. We're proud of bringing the Triple XDT. Doesn't matter how it all started, we've come this far. We may as well see it through. Alright then, it's exactly what I wanted to hear. We're not doing it for you. We're doing it to fight it for our sake, for the sake of those we hold dear. We're working with Staff HQ on an anti-Quasar strategy. Keep operating under your autonomous core as you've always done. Follow your judgment and act as you see fit. Yes, sir. Commodore Fikes, may I have a moment of your time before you leave? There's something I'd like to discuss. Very well, we'll talk in your quarters. You'd like that, sir. If I may add some final words, I know I've been said it before long, but it bears repeating. The outcome of this battle rests on your shoulders. But those words hold a different meaning now. You may have been pawns of Orchidacea's revenge swap before, but now you, the Triple SDT, are a true autonomous core. All this great power is at your disposal. I know you use it the right way. Nothing else I can do. I can send messages to handle cleanup, but I'll leave the rest in your capable hands. Triple XDT, keep up the good fight for the sake of the future and peace of humanity. Captain's room. Pardon me? The XO asked me to see how you're doing. Not just him, I guess. Captain Bright, Koji, Armor, Izu, Yuta, Kallen, Hikaru, Daba. Everyone in the Triple XDT is worried about you. You know, the XO really surprised me today. It's kind of cool, huh? I really see him in a new light. What did you and the Commodore talk about? He told me about your past, Azu. Sorry, I asked him about it. I wanted to know more about you. I guess I can't hide anymore then. Now you know I'm not normal. My powers are something I got from the divine civilization Alice. If you had told them, they'd all look at you differently. I mean that in a good way. They would have all helped heal those wounds you still have. There's no need for that anymore. You've been there for me already, especially you, Captain. Whatever happened to me, it's all in the past now. One thing I finally understand, though, all that harsh training I've gone through, it's all for the sake of resisting Orchidacia. I wouldn't have been able to reject her otherwise. Not that it makes me feel any better about the days I spent in the lab, though. You told me you wanted to protect me, but that too must have been a test engraved into your genes. Captain? It wasn't me you wanted to protect, but the version of me under Orchidacia's rule. No, that's not it. I've been fighting all this time for your sake, for everything you've taught me. That doesn't change now that Orchidacia is no longer here. That's how I know it was my decision to fight for you. You're strong, Azu, but I'm afraid I don't believe in myself the way you do. I can't tell whether I've been fighting this long because I've wanted to, or because Orchidacia want me to. It's true you've acted weird a few times. I guess that would explain the rude boy answers. But you're still yourself, Captain. You're the person who taught me all those important things. What if myself is just my inner Orchidacia? How do I know whether the answers currently and some questions were my own? Our current situation results for influence over me, then. The Chrysler's just wanted to rattle you. Don't take it seriously. You're being kind, but I don't think I can look at any of you in the face anymore. I say slap her. Captain, look me in the eye. Can't. Look at me, Mitsuba. Azu? I was the same as you are now, back then. I was afraid of everything and I couldn't bear to make eye contact. Even though I didn't want to get close to anyone, I still wanted someone to be nice to me. And that's when I met you. Huh? Thanks to you, I was able to change. So this time, I want to be the one helping you change. What do you mean? You're not sure who you are, then we'll find a new you. It was the same for me. Back when I escaped from the lab. Back when I thought I lost everything. But I kept searching and searching. And I was able to discover so much. Here I am today as you see me. Thanks to you, Captain Mitsuba. So you're saying I haven't lost everything? Because I still have you. Yes? Not just me, you have the XO, Leon, Mavie, all the Dry Striggers crew, everyone in the Triple XDT. Thank you, Azu. You're finally looking at me. Yes, that's how I could realize you've also been crying. You keep your face down, you'll never see anything. Nothing will change. This is something I learned from you, Azu. Captain, I want to swear it again. I will fight by your side. I want to protect you and help you protect everything you hold dear. Azu. Let's go. Everyone is waiting for your speech, Captain. Okay, I've moped enough. Time to be the captain again. But when it's just the two of us, I want you to call me Mitsuba like you did a few moments ago. Okay, had to handle that. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It was in the heat of the moment. You're the one who can't look me in the eyes now. It's because I'm so embarrassed. Oh, you're blushing. That's cute. I no idea you could be such a tease. But I am. This is my true self. Thank you, Azu. I know you have your own share of scars. I want to fight by your side to protect everyone's future and peace. Today I make a new start as Captain Dry Stringer and leader of the XXXDT. For the future of humanity, I will unite the world together, alongside my beloved comrades. Alright. Kind of surprising he was the ace. We received official orders from EFF HQ with a stand by near the Solomon Islands. Orders from on high, sounding we're not autonomous enough to simply blow these off. Wasted declaration award situation unstable, we can't afford to act in haste. The XXXDT will now head directly to the Solomon Islands. Emergency. However, something crossed my mind during that last little bit there. Nope. Alright, I gotta... What is the default? What is the default?